Hello, I'm Kerry Rowett of awakenkinesiology.com, and today I want to talk with you about how you can connect to your guides or your own guidance. When I talk about connecting to your guides, you might prefer to think about connecting to your wisdom, connecting to your intuition, connecting to source, connecting to your soul's wisdom. It doesn't matter what it is that you feel most comfortable connecting with. What I'm really talking about is connecting to that higher part of yourself or higher guidance that really has that wisdom that we're seeking as we're wanting to move forwards on our path. The first thing to do is to set a really clear intention that you want to receive clear, accurate, helpful, powerful guidance, or whatever form of guidance you really desire. If you are sitting there thinking, I don't know if I'm going to get good guidance, or you have a really wishy-washy intention, you're just seeing how you go, well, what kind of results do you think that you're going to get? More than likely, you're going to get really wishy-washy answers, really wishy-washy responses, and you're still going to be asking yourself, what does that really mean? What am I going to do to move forwards from here? So declare it now. What kind of guidance would you like to receive? The second thing to do when you would like to receive great guidance is to ask great questions. So what kind of questions am I talking about? Things like, what's my next step? What is the bigger picture here? What am I not seeing? What is going to really help me to expand and grow at this time? What will I get from this investment if I choose to go down that pathway? Notice that these questions are clear, but they also are a little open-ended. Asking a question like, should I invest in this? Should I do this? It's a little fear-based because it's assuming that there is a right and there is a wrong. And in many cases, there's not a right or a wrong. There is one choice or another choice. And at the end of the day, you're the person who needs to decide for yourself if you would like to commit to that pathway and make that pathway work. But getting some extra information can really help that process. The third thing that you need to do is to give yourself some opportunities to receive the guidance. So how can you do that? Here are 3 ways that I use. You can experiment with them and you can really start to develop your own ways. The first one is to journal. So you choose one of your great questions, you write it down, and then you write the answer. Now, the first time you do this, you might think, oh, I just feel like I'm making this up, or I don't really feel like this is working. I don't think I'm doing a great job. Do you know what? You need to practice. You need to get out of your head and you need to continue to go through the process of just learning to ask the question, get out of the way and just write what comes. And as you continue to do that, you'll start to find that when you're writing the answer, you're actually getting some wisdom coming through and you're getting some ideas and some thoughts and some questions that maybe you hadn't previously considered. And it could be that you just set yourself the task to say, I'm going to write the answer for 10 minutes, even if I'm not really sure that anything's coming through. And don't be surprised if towards the end of that, when you know the mind has got tired of trying to control it, that something a little bit deeper starts to come through. The second way to connect with your guides is through meditation. So it might be in that more traditional way of sitting and tuning in and really being deeply relaxed and allowing yourself to ask those questions in your head and just to receive the response. And it could be that it's a walking meditation. The third way you can tune in to get your own guidance is by working with your dream state. So before you go to sleep at night, you ask a question that you're wanting to receive guidance on, or you ask for insight in a particular area. Now, don't forget the golden rule. Set your intention that this guidance is going to be really clear, because we've all had dreams that are so abstract that we find it really difficult to interpret and understand what they really meant. So ask that it's clear, and then pay attention to what shows up. You might need to do this more than once. Maybe you do it for an entire week. I would love to hear how you go in connecting to more of your own guidance, what works for you, what you enjoy, and what starts to come through. If you love the idea of learning to be more in tune with your own guides and your own guidance, we really work on this quite a lot in my Align and Attract group program. Yes, I teach you how to align to your goals, but what I'm really teaching you is how to access your own power, your own wisdom, and your own answers, so that you don't need to go outside. You can really learn how to go within and to trust what you are receiving, and to make great choices for yourself, for your business, for your life moving forwards, and so you're creating what you really truly desire. If that inspires you, then I'd love you to take a look at alignandattract.com.